suppose the moment that we have been waiting for. We are now seeing that car driving down the road, and of course it's one of those big, it's almost like, we always dub it as something quite like a Pope-mobile, isn't it? Coming down full view, you can see into that car, but I can imagine the glass is very protective, isn't it?
No, very much, and also just a slight difference to previous years, or maybe even to last year, is that they're coming down Ruland Street, which is a different entrance to what normally President Jacob Zuma had used, or even President Thabo Mbeki. I think the last time, it could have been even former President Nelson Mandela that had used Ruland Street to then come into Parliament. So once again, I think President Cyril Ramaphosa, being very symbolic in what he does, following the same route that former President Nelson Mandela had once used to come into Parliament.
That is beautiful. I think the symbolism in this is magnificent. Well, there we go. I think one of the first shots that we're actually getting, you can see him waving. There's his wife with him as well, waving at the crowds that have gathered on the side of the street. Also something that is so special. It's so important to involve South Africans, allow South Africans to be a part of this occasion.
I think for me, obviously, because I wake up every morning and I come to Parliament, and so this is my office, this is where I work, and all the stresses and the strains of Parliament. But one thing that never really escapes me is the importance of this day, and just how just how special it is to actually wake up and come to Parliament every day. There are millions and millions of our country's people who only ever see Parliament on television, who see it in pictures, and I hope that the novelty of working and being based